Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Chad Hutton, 90, Wolf, lock it, watch one, let Hutton.
On first down, Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Crunch time, defense. Spawn, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Seam 6. Seam, on, shit, watch the shit. Hey, watch the go.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Let's go. Ready. 18 Gator.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Ready, ready.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Hey, let's get Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Crunch.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at deep.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Okay, 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Redskins nothing.
Ready,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check your hot read.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It's caught. Shepard. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and inches. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Here we go, D.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They're going to look to throw. Open man is lost, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 70 in. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Here we go. Exit. Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Hey. Undercross.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Green, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
You're not ready. Ready. Scott strike. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 15. Dog. 59.
Here's a second and 7. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Got it? 59, Mike. Check, 59. It's our time. Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno. Switch. Lock it. Ready to go.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Check. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, team.
A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
60 outlaw. Three down. Jim.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, Alpha. 50. Here we go, D. Mike's 50. Ready.
They'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Now back to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
2nd and 6. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
On the set. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Mike's 59.
2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They run with Geis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Break. Check. 59. Double dog. That's the way. Check 52.
They'll run with Geis. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We are in there. Block 59. Hey, Charlie. It's out of time. Score. Check three.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Looking to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check 50. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it in the hands of Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked in the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Geis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bengals, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.